Hello, everybody. Thank you for being so patient with me today. For me coming to my live broadcast. My name is Stephen Tyrone Cuffey, as you know, and this is my 423 third live broadcast. And as we do a lot of broadcasts each and every day, we don't always have control over our computers or YouTube. Well, this time is not necessarily YouTube; it's my computer. I was running some software. Even my software is getting stuck. So I'm having some problems with my computer. So I just closed all my windows and relaunch YouTube and see how we flow with it. Maybe I had too many windows open of things, things I study with my cryptocurrency and things of that sort. And sometimes that just leaves, you know, internet files on your hard drive and things just drag along. So I'm hopefully I can get this software working to fix my computer later, right? Maybe after the broadcast. But anyway, I'm here. So I'd like to thank. I saw, honey. Thank you so much for letting them know that I was having some problems. Thank you so much. I see how great my wonderful wife is. She is such a wonderful person. I love her so much. She's just a wonderful person. Um, I want to thank you for being there always for me, Merlene. Thank you so much, sweetie. And thank you, Kayla and Kaylin, if you're watching down in Florida with family and friends. I'm not sure. But if you are, it's great to have you here too. I'm going to see if I can bring you up on my other phone here. Yes, look like I have see people from all over the world here. Thank you so much for all for coming and waiting on me because like I stated before, I did have some issues today with my computer. So, and I'm glad that people saw that the notation I put out. So I'm here now. Okay, folks. Thank you all that's in the chat area, and I may have some more people coming as well. Okay, now let's get going. All right, let's go to our famous blog. Let's hope this works okay. Okay. All righty. And our first one says, don't be a Chad, just don't be a Chad, just keep it positive. Okay. I don't know if they're talking about the same Chad that was in my chat yesterday, or not, but I have a way of dealing with people that's not always positive about TBC in our chat area because, folks, we're going to stay positive. We're going to learn to love each other on this earth like God says we should love each other. Okay? And in TBC, our admin want us to be, TBC is about love, abundance, love and abundance in our private society. And like I'm sure Bex Powell and her husband emphasized in their broadcast, whether it was yesterday or today, which was their 202nd, and they're doing a wonderful job as a team. They got a point. You got to keep things positive, okay? Because things are not working well with you. And this is something that I'm going to talk about today, matter of fact. And I'll let you know what my title going to be in just a minute, okay? But I like that. I like that. What admin's title is: "Don't be a Chad. Just keep it positive." Okay. Okay. Right here. Wow. Oh wow. Well, this is another article. Let's look at this article because I believe I had this person I did have a person in my broadcast yesterday, and I don't know if he's not here today. But anyway, let's go over this because admin dealt with it. Okay, TV's. Let's look at this title. TBC is half baked. Should we take it take it out of the oven? And it shows Mr. Chad Evans. They actually admin actually put them out there like that, okay? I've tried contact a few, and there's no responses from 95% of them. Okay, let's go over this. And this is Randy Wilson. Randy mentioned, the admin's talking about Randy. Randy mentioned on his show that we have over 700 merchants listed. And Chad here responds with the above comment. I'm here to say that we have many quality merchants supporting TBC, but throwing around numbers like 95% is not a good thing to do, especially since Chad admits to only reaching out to a few of them. Chad, have you considered how your comment on the TBC broadcast might affect some of our newest members? Chad, it is not helpful. Please keep the seeds of doubt of to yourself and deal with it personally, and don't bring them to public view. I have seen Chad around on a number of TBC broadcasts, and I think let me stop right there for a moment, folks. See, admin is what looks at a lot of broadcasts, folks, and can see in the chat and see what people are saying. You see, I've said many times to everybody. Now you'll have noticed that TBC admin is coming into your chat area. Has been in 2 of my broadcasts already. Okay, he's in Noli's broadcast. He's in Chris. He may have been in Christine Pro. I'm not sure if Christine, but he's been in several other Voices of TBC broadcast. Okay, TBC admin and support is watching us, folks. I tried to tell y'all that before admin even started appearing in your broadcast. See, I knew. I could tell they were watching us. They didn't have to tell us. Now, I can't tell you my secret how I know. Okay, all right. Okay, let's keep going. Okay. I have seen Chad around on a number of TBC broadcasts, and I think generally he is a good guy and wants to succeed wants TBC to succeed. See, admin is not bad mouthing him. You see that? I'm asking all of our members to learn from this example that we need to keep everything into perspective and only positive in the public. And only be positive in the public. Concerns should be addressed one-on-one with our TBC leaders and never in a group setting. Seeds of doubt have no way of growing into giant weeds. Let's just read this again. Seeds of doubt have a way of growing into giant weeds that strangle and choke out our growth. I hope chat will take this message to heart. We are busy building up TBC, and perhaps that spectators and this says perhaps from a spectator's point of view, our construction looks like a big mess. Don't most construction sites look like a mess? Construction is a messy job. Of course, things look great once they are built, but generally it always looks like a mess before they are fully built. Chad's comment is part of that mess. It says he's only human, and humans make unintentional mistakes, and it looks messy. That's the problem in TBC. We are gathering 1 billion humans. Get my point? See, folks, everybody's not going to agree on how we're doing things in TBC anyway. That's always the case in building something, okay? But it also pertains to something my title going to be today, and I'll get to it in just a moment. It's almost like this article is right down the line of what my title is going to be today, okay? And it's going to be very simple when you hear the title. Okay. The process is simple: gather and sort. There's what the distribution phase construction site of TBC is all about. We have already gathered millions of members. Do you think all of them are of a sound mind and are hardworking? Of course not. Same is true as we gather merchants. Not all of them are high quality. Why expect anything different? This is unrealistic and ignorant. Let the gathering part of the process happen without the hindrance of negative opinions. The sorting part of the process will take care of that when we get, it says, let me read that part. The sorting part of the process will take care of that when we are already to sort. It is premature to sort. The TBC community is hungry for evidence and the numbers that we gather to satisfy their desire to feel good about what we have already done. We have a long ways to go to get to 1 billion members. And let me stop right there. Haven't I said that so many times? We have a long way to go, folks. We haven't even hit a half a billion, 500,000, 500 million members yet. We don't need negative comments, folks. We just don't need that. There's no place for TBC in that. We would get there much faster without having to deal with negativity. Boom! There it is right there. It's almost like I'm saying things before I even read it. Because Ab and I are on the same page. Same page in this regard. Negativity slows us all down. So keep negative to yourself. You just don't look bad. It says you just look bad when you express it. TBC is half-baked. I like that. I like that, admin. TBC is half-baked and too early to pull it out of the oven expecting to enjoy it. If you try to force the process and push it out too early, it will leave a bad taste in your mouth. We are in the distribution phase of TBC. We are not in the final setup phase of TBC. And we have only made a small TBC economy so far. There is a major problem in TBC culture today. I'm going to read that part again. There is a major problem in TBC culture today. It seems most TBCians are looking inward into the TBC community to explore opportunities. Don't they realize that during the distribution phase of TBC, the real opportunities are outside of the TBC community, not inside it? You get paid extremely well to bring in new members, and that pay far exceeds what you have to gain by negotiating deals with the existing members. We will grow 10 times faster if we can fix this part of the current culture and get everyone of our members reading outward to the world and hurry and bring in new members. Let's put the cake back in the oven and let it finish baking before we consume it. Boom! I love it. I love it. I love this blog post. Admin, I love admin put this in. Oh, this is great. This is great. This is a magnificent blog post. It's right to the point. Boom. Mr. Chad Evans, I hope you read that. You just, thank you for what you have done because you brought out admin to speak in this way to get to the point of what this negativity is going on around in TBC. And folks, let me keep going because I don't want to get on this bandwagon on this too much. Okay? Has humanity, it says, this is a nice, I haven't seen it yet, but I want to see it. It says, from Randy, this is 243rd live broadcast. It says, has humanity at large matured past the desire to go to war? Okay. Great. I'm sure it's a great broadcast. I'll listen to it. Okay. It says, follow up and everyone and let them no, this distribution is ending at the end of May. Because, folks, I pressed the button yesterday, matter of fact. Now, I haven't checked to see if it's in my wallet yet. It's probably there by now, but I'm going to check it. I had quite a few cookies, like 900, over 900 million, matter of fact, from all those broadcasts and all those send button meetings, plural, because I try to make them all. Okay. All right. All right. Now, folks, let me come out of this broadcast just for a minute so y'all can see me as I say this. Okay. Listen closely. The title of this broadcast is following instructions in your journey in TBC, or follow instructions in TBC. Plain and simple. Follow instructions. Now listen to this. As we as TBCians, as we as people, all do in our life, we are giving things to do, whether it's to make, whether it's to go somewhere, whether it's to eat, ingest, whether it's a pill to take. Don't we have to follow instructions? Sure we do. All the things throughout our life, we have to read to follow instructions so we can go step by step by step in order for whatever we're trying to achieve or whether we're trying to go at come to fruition, right? Well, why would you think it's any different in the Billion Coin? Why would you think it any different in following the instructions that's on the blog, or whether it's the Creole Cash back office, or the Bitcoin contest, or your profile, whatever it is? Don't you have to follow the instructions in order for it to come out like you want it to? So people like my brother Chad that posted that in my chat yesterday, I saw it. But did I really make a big deal out of it? No. No, I'm not going to feed into that negativity. No, not this brother. I'm never going to feed into anybody's information in this chat that is negative. And about 99% of the time, it is positive in my chat. Thank you to my great people that always support me. Like Crypto Magic and the people in the Philippines. Like my wonderful wife is always there, Merlene. Like the people from the Bangladesh community and people from Africa and all over other parts of the world always come to my live broadcast because they know I speak the truth. I don't speak based on things that I think is true. It might be true. No, I speak basically because I'm a true student of the TBC blog at blog.thebillioncoin.info. Notice I didn't say read. Yes, I first read it, but I read it at least 3 times a day. I go over it. Don't you know I'm going to go back over that broadcast I just read to you all? See, and it was a part before I got to one sentence, I had stopped to say something. And the next thing when I read it, it was basically saying the same thing that I said. So admin and I are on the same page. So you have to simply follow instructions in order for your journey to be smooth as we get to 1 billion members. Our focus is in the distribution phase of the Billion Coin known as TBC. Plain and simple, folks. We are not in the economic phase of TBC yet. Like admin called it so eloquently, half-baked. Folks, TBC is still in the oven, folks. We're still in the oven warming up. And we've been warming up with this Bitcoin bounty contest, right? Because Admin, yes, is paying out hundreds of dollars in Bitcoin to people who are bringing people into our community. Something that we never had before, passive residual income. But see, but anything we do, whether it's rapid rewards, whether it's our campaigns, our forward campaigns, whatever it is, how many people out there can really name our forward campaigns? How many people can really explain the rapid rewards process? How many people can actually know that in your profile that you don't leave any blank, any item blank? What do you put in those blanks? NA, non-applicable. You have to have two, not one, but two emails. They cannot be the same. I've noticed that Gmail and Proton Mail are works perfectly. But see, these are things I've been known almost over 2 years, practically 2 years ago. There are some people who don't even know because they're not following instructions. They don't even know that our last redemption period will be in November. They don't even know that we're going beyond November. We're going through automation. We're going pretty much back to crinkles. So, so I'm thinking in my mind, it hasn't been actually sketched in the blog yet, but I'm thinking that when you go to a broadcast or when you're doing a broadcast, sure, admin's gonna if our admin still wants us to be broadcasters back in start in November, sure we're gonna get credit for it, and I'm sure it's gonna be crinkles. They're taking away the cookie reward system. It's not gonna no longer need it. See, admin, see, we're you know an admin says have bank, we're getting hard. We're gonna want to be harder by then. The instituting admin recognize that other businesses have automation. So you know what admin wants to do. And see, everybody probably thinking, oh, we went to the monthly 8 grains of gold thing. We got to pay $22, $23 a month, US dollars a month. And what if I don't bring anybody into TBC? Well, you got to pay that in order to keep your cash active. See, in my state, in our 50 states, in the United States, $22, $23 is nothing, folks, for us. Now, for third world countries, sure. $22, $23 can't even fill up the tank in most cars in the United States of gas. It can bring you a good meal. If you go to a cheaper place, you can get 2 meals out of it. Half of the cost, which is the 4 grains, you get back around $11 or $12. That's a good. That's the price for a prime when you go to our movies at the movie theater, $10 or $11. So what are people talking about when you don't follow instructions? Then you start having problems. Then you start making excuses. Then you start saying negativity. Folks, the only way, it's only one way you're going to be successful in the billion coin. Is to do what? Follow the instructions provided. So, folks, it is nothing more than follow the instructions provided. The instructions that's in your blog. I mean, admin put some great blog posts out. I'm so glad. You know, admin not only saw it in Beck's chat, must was also in her live broadcast chat. But I saw him posted that, and I saw it, and I believe I read it, but I didn't. I didn't elaborate on it further. I didn't talk a lot. I didn't make that the gist of my broadcast yesterday. I'm not going to give anybody. Listen, when someone is negative, folks, I'm not going to give you any um what's the word I'm trying to use? I'm not going to clap my hands because you said something negative. But I will say this. The one thing that Mr. Chad did, I'm going to just say this part. The one thing Mr. Chad did, he definitely, admin actually saw it, probably in my chat area, and probably saw it also in Bex and Key's broadcast. Or maybe some others. Actually, admin has seen it and he has posted in many. But I'm going to say this to you. I'm trying to read the blog. Read my chat, my Merlin speaking Tagalog to Lima and some other people in Philippines. So I can't speak that language, so I don't know what they're saying. That's between them. But anyway, folks, like Crypto Magic said, all right, rock and roll TBCNs in action. I like that attitude. Positive. I love that Crypto Magic. I love that kind of thing. Let us be positive. See, when you're positive, you can move forward. You're thinking forward. You can really improve things in your lifestyle when you're thinking positive, when you're following those instructions that's provided to you. It's no different, and TBC is no different from you going out and taking a drive somewhere, and you need to what if you got a GPS? You put the coordinates in your GPS. Don't you have to follow what's going on the GPS in order to get to your destination? Well, it's no different. Our destination is going forward to 1 billion members and using the tools in place like the Bitcoin bounty contest and rapid rewards system in our 4 campaigns to move forward. We're not even nowhere near halfway, folks. See, we have 3.3 plus million members. But the problem is, like admin recognizes, that not all of them are active. Admin is saying, don't look at the existing members to move us forward. Get some new blood out there and get into our community. Get those new people into our community so we can actually move forward. Because it may be a great, you think Ace is a heavy hitter? You think Victor is a heavy hitter? You think Reese Lees is a heavy hitter? Boy, it may be somebody out there that's blow them out of the water out there. But you'll never know unless you actually get that person involved. See, those guys, they're not only following instructions, they add a little twang to it, a little thing to it, because they are rolling. They are what we call in the United States smoking. When a person, and I showed y'all, I did the calculations yesterday as far as dollars versus pesos for ACE yesterday. You get $4,000 per month in passive residual income for bringing over 300 people into TBC. Do you know that's over 208,000 plus pesos in the Philippines? This guy's wealthy in the Philippines now. And he's not finished. All I said is to my brother Ace, please help some of those dire need people that's in poverty in some of the areas because Bernie and I and our family, we know where they are. Some of our family members has been there, as y'all saw. I showed y'all the evidence, the pictures, remember? There's some poor people out there waiting in line for food. So all the people that you see on Murder in Our timeline, then y'all see that same kind of food over there? This comes natural for people, Merlin and my family, to fix that kind of food. They are great medical people, but they are also great cooks. All of them are. Not even every single one of them are. Isn't it a blessing to be a part of a great family like that? I realize how blessed I am. I'm gonna tell you something, folks. We have to follow instructions and directions. Following instructions. That's the name of the game right now in TBC. Anything else that people are saying about the Billion Coin, let that go through one ear and out the other. Because obviously they got their own agenda and they're not doing nothing but putting ice on TBC for moving forward, like admin is saying. We need more gas for the fire. We need more. Admin is trying to move us there fast as possible because admin just realizes, like, see, you gotta have vision, folks. Admin understands, like I do, that at the end of the tunnel, there is a prize waiting for all of us. See, that's the way you got to be thinking. But you got to follow the instructions on the way there, right? To get there, right? That's what I'm getting at here. Follow the instructions provided as admin places it in the blog. So when you get to the end, your journey to that end is going to be so much smoother. So much more smoother, you see? So, folks, all I got to say to you is this. If each one of us as members of TBC follow the instructions provided as admin places it in the blog or in our KCBO, which is the Kringle Cash back office, I can assure you, because I come from online marketing business for over 10 years. I can tell you. Do you think in my previous business I could have, and back in 2009 and 2013, I could have built a network marketing team of 130 men and women? I did that back then. I know how to build a team. I personally have brought in over 200, I think between 230, 250 people in TBC. I wish they had the Bitcoin bounty back then in 2017. Oh my God, I have all kind of Bitcoin right now, but I'm not worried about that. I'm in, Murray and I, we are in a great Bitcoin program with our great people in New Zealand, another opportunity. And we have other online businesses that's going to, I don't even want to go into that. All I can tell you is money galore out there for us to get, folks. There's no reason for you to be broke on anything right now. There's businesses here in the United States. There's businesses around the world, as in TBC. TBC is a great organization where you can make unlimited Bitcoin just by bringing people into TBC. And see, we couldn't even say that until the beginning of April, could we? Thanks to admin. So, folks, let me read the thing. Let me saying at the end. Let me see what it's saying. I believe that TBC is a great blessing for all of the for a community, especially to us Muslims. Right. It's good for Muslims, good for everybody. Okay? Good for everybody. All right. I'm just going through my chat here, trying to see if I see everything. Because sometimes I don't get to see everything on the phone. When I go back and look at it, I can see it. All right. All right, folks. I think I made my point today about following instructions, because if we get more people following instruction, and meaning following the steps to educate people as they come on, then we can see more successful people. See, we're going to get a lot of people in TBC. That's what admin wants to see. But at the same time, you got to make sure you're educating each one so they'll do the same thing. Because a little can become many. All right? Okay, folks. Thank you, my wonderful sweetheart Merlene, for always being here. Thank you so much. Thank you, all my TBC people from the Philippines to Bangladesh to Africa, all around the world, for being here. Thank you so much for my Kaylin and Caitlin, if you're watching. Because I understand I was about 15 minutes late because I was having some problems with my computer, which I still got to work on when I finish this broadcast. Thank you so much, all, for being here. We gotta learn to love people on this earth like God says we should love people on this earth. Okay? Stop blaming people. Stop being negative people. Stop all that crap. That's not good in God's eyes, as we know it, right? The only way we can be good TBCians is following instructions so we can all have a smooth journey towards 1 billion members. So with that said, I say thank you to everybody for this live broadcast, and I'll be back hopefully at on time tomorrow for my next broadcast. So have a great one. Peace, everybody.